delighted to be here. I think I'm here because I'm something of a slow learner. I have to say, when I joined the KPI, was some time ago, I joined in quite a different direction, and I joined because I felt I had unfulfilled potential. You know that thing that there's something more waiting to come out? I don't think it was vanity or anything like that. I just felt that I hadn't quite got to my purpose. But I was pursuing the line of being a coach, and I enjoy coaching and communication skills and working with all sorts of people like that. Great fun, but something still was missing. And the thing that turned out to be missing was afternoon tea. Because doesn't that make life better? It was a random thing. I'd done the whole of my KPI process, right to the end, and there was only one more event where we would be meeting up, and I'd been Auntie Janie, parent coach, the whole way through, and between the end of the event and the very last time we were going to meet up, I had my aha moment. So that's why I say I must be a slow learner. I'd sort of set off in this direction, and then had this epiphany and ended up in a quite different place from where I expected to go to. Actually, rather a nice place. Dan had always spoken A, about products, and B, about joining the dots of your life. And that's what sort of happened to me. I was having afternoon tea with my sons and my husband, and it's a favourite thing I love to do. I love the way we behave at afternoon tea. I like the way we share, we listen, we have rapport with each other, we have quality time. All those things are important to me, spending quality time. And I actually heard about somebody who is now elderly and can't get to the lovely hotels for the afternoon tea experience. And that bothered me. I put myself in those shoes. I thought, I don't want that to happen. Could that experience, could the English cream tea or the high tea come to them, possibly? It just sort of went chink, 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 chink. You know, the dominoes falling over in my mind. So my product for prospects sort of adapted completely. My product, in fact, changed. And all of a sudden, I was down the lines of English cream tea coming to you. Wherever you lived. Yes, exactly. In fact, I've stumbled on something I like to call the smile effect. Because when people say, oh, what do you do? I say, my company is called the English Cream Tea Company. It's hard for people to hear that and go, oh, really? Because they all have a reaction to it. Oh, really? And then, of course, I have to explain how it is chilled, and it arrives chilled, and it's safe to eat, and it's packaged down, and so on. What that doesn't help to explain is the journey it took to get to the packaging, the number of times we sent it to ourselves and it arrived not in a happy state. So we've been through quite a journey, and through maybe 18 different courier companies, but we got there in the end, and my main trick with that was to send a box to them. Oh, they treated it very nicely after that. So let's unpack this thing and see what's in it. Oh, thank you, Dan. We may actually have to open this up.
Everyone can have one sultana and one crumb each. And you can dip your finger in the cream and the jam, that's it.
It's a 2-layer box, and on the top layer we've got some cakes, and we've got 8 plump sultanas, scones, and some chocolatey things and lemony things. Yes, go on. And underneath we've got the sandwiches, because of course it's high tea, so you've got to have the smoked salmon sandwiches and the cucumber ones and the egg mayonnaise and the cheddar and pickle. And we've got clotted cream. Of course we've got clotted cream, straight up from Rodders in Cornwall. And we've got Tiptree jam, because it's a marvellous brand. It's good enough for the Queen and it's good enough for me. Ah, in here is lemony goodness and chocolatey goodness. And so this is a box for 4, so can you manage 8 plump scones between? Yes, surely you can. And then that's a tray that comes up there. Oh, how are we doing? You see
someone on a date in the park or something. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
I'm ready. Oh, it can't be bad. It can't be bad, can it? So this we do in, tea for two, up to a hamper for six. We can send out champagne with it. Now we've got a nostalgia box ready for the Jubilee. It's got bunting in it and a big flag. It's got sugar mice, lavender fudge, old-fashioned things. We're still arguing over whether Marmite sandwiches are retro or not. But I've had so many requests for banana sandwiches, I haven't sussed that one yet, how to get them out in good condition, but we're working on that. And we're also trying to get in with the big events, so that when you're waving your Union Jack and singing Land of Hope and Glory, proms in the park, you're not eating a Carluccio's Italian deli platter. I'm trying very hard to overturn that one. I am going to wake up with a horse's head in my bed, but there we go. I'm working on it. Thank you, Glenn. And then, when I started this business, it turns out that papers are quite interested. Cream tea is quite the thing of the moment. And I got a very interesting phone call. And the phone call was from Guinness World Records, who said, "We understand your company is EnglishCreamTea.com, and we're interested in somebody breaking the record for the world's largest cream tea. Are you up for it?" So Jane here, of course, says, "Oh, definitely, that would be fantastic." And then the phone went down because it was the end of the day. And then I thought, well, I never asked how many people that was. Oh, Lord, you see. You have to understand, there's Roger, my saint of a husband. And I thought, what if it's 20,000 people and I've just agreed to do it? Then I thought, no, maybe it's the largest scone in the world. All of these are problematical. I went and measured the oven. This might not do it. So I rang Guinness the next day very urgently. What did we mean? What have I agreed to? Anyway, luckily the answer turned out to be hundreds, not mega thousands. And we were talking the largest number of people in one location. And that was an extraordinary journey because the date Guinness chose was 2 days after we got back from a much-planned and longed-for trip to Vegas. Oh, good timing. But because of the English cream tea factor and the Facebook factor and the joining up with other people and the kindness of other people, and somewhere in this room, just extraordinary, the message got out. People tweeted it, they shared it, they spread it, they Facebooked it, they got their friends involved. People rang up packs of brownies and scouts and all sorts. And that thing of you build it, they will come. You make the scones. You'd have been up for it, wouldn't you? Yes, if only I'd had a chance to speak to you. So, I now have one of these. Except I shouldn't say the word I, because it was a real we now have one of these. And believe me, if somebody breaks it, I'm going to be on the phone to you, because we need to be there. We've got to do better. So I'm on a journey, actually I don't quite know where it's leading to. Perhaps it's leading to being bought out for 10 million in a few years' time. Let me hold that thought. Oh yes. But it all began with my journey with KPI, where I was Auntie Janie, parenting coach, and now I get to work with scone gnomes every day. So thank you for listening to my journey. I'll be putting some leaflets out, but not enough scones for everyone. I'm so sorry.
If you'd like to know more about how you can become a key person of influence, go to www.kpioffer.com and download your free chapters of the best-selling book, Become a Key Person of Influence. You can also click the link in the video description.